practice specifying and partitioning a whole into equal parts, identifying and counting unit fractions, and then folding fraction strips. Let's get into it with our I will statements for today.
Remember, your I will statements are your goals for this lesson. They are what we are trying to work on and learn more about throughout our time together today. As we continue on in our lesson, make sure you have your mind focused on these three things and showing them to your teacher. I will read the I will statement first, and then we will read it again a second time together. Make sure you're reading it nice and loudly so I can hear you, but no shouting necessary.
Pause the video and read the I will statements as a class now. For our warm-up activity today, you will need a whiteboard and marker. First, I want you to draw a square on your whiteboards. Now, if I ask you to split that square into halves, show me on your whiteboards how you would split your square into halves, or how you would partition your square into equal halves. You could have partitioned your square this way into equal halves, or you could have partitioned your square this way into equal halves. Both of those would have been ways to partition your square into equal halves. For today's activity, you are going to work, for today's warm-up, you are going to partition some different shapes or objects into specific halves, fifths, fourths, sixths, or different kinds of units based on the words that are next to them. I'll give you the shape, I'll draw it out, and I'll write the word next to it for you to identify how many pieces to partition it into. Clear your whiteboards, and I'll show you those now. On your whiteboard, you're going to draw two different circles, make sure they're big enough, and two different bars. Then you'll partition them into the words that are next to them. After you finish this warm-up, compare your answers as a class, and then come back when you're ready for our new material for today. All right, mathematicians, let's talk about our new material for today. Whisper to your neighbor what the name of this shape is. The name of the shape is circle. Watch as I partition this whole. Partition the whole like I did on your whiteboards by drawing a line right down the middle of your circles. If we counted how many equal parts there are, count with me. 1, 2. There are 2 equal parts here. If we wanted to name each of those parts, so one side, we would say that one side equals 1/2. On your whiteboards, I want you to shade in this side of your circle. If we wanted to say how much of our circle was shaded in, we would say 1/2. Just like any number, we can write 1/2 in many ways. This is our unit fraction. We can write 1/2 in fraction form. We can also write 1/2 out as well. If we wrote 1/2, we'd be writing it in unit form. Both of these refer to the same number, 1 out of 2 equal parts. We call 1/2 a unit fraction because it has one of the equal parts. It's representing one part. Unit means 1. You are going to continue today to look at different shapes and identify the specific unit form, fraction form, and unit fraction, and talk about it as a class. You'll do the next shape as a square. So erase your whiteboards and start drawing your square now, but listen to your teacher carefully as they tell you how many pieces to partition your shape off into. Good luck, mathematicians, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.